John Silver is the GOAT. How do you write a villain who, when viewers watch him, want him to be good? It's simple. Fatherhood. John Silver is the captain of a ruthless crew of pirates who want nothing more than to find Treasure Planet. And in this hunt for the map that leads to Treasure Planet, Silver stops at nothing in order to acquire it, not only being responsible for presumably ending another pirate's life, but also destroying the main protagonist's home. And something that's often overlooked is the emotionless efficiency in which Silver destroys this home, blasting it without caring who's inside. Fortunately, the protagonist escaped with the map. However, this leads to Silver and his crew going undercover and eventually planning to mutiny the ship heading towards Treasure Planet. This leads to the fatherless protagonist Jim and the ruthless captain Silver bonding. The thing that sparked this bond was the efficiency in which Jim cleared the jobs that Silver gave him. Silver bombarded him with tasks and conversations, which eventually led to a connection between the two. Slightly off topic, but I think as a movie, this is where Treasure Planet begins to fail, because the connection between father and son that Silver and Jim have is simply shared through a montage. Instead of further fleshing out the importance of a father-son relationship, they decided to focus their runtime on things such as Ben. Regardless, Silver does gain a soft spot for Jim, and as the movie progresses, he can't even bring himself to harm him anymore. This eventually leads Silver and Jim into a more diplomatic approach, attempting conversation in order to find the treasure on this planet, which once again nails home one of the most important lessons in a father-son relationship, which is the son surpassing the father. And at the end of the movie, when Silver has to decide between a limitless supply of treasure and Jim, he chooses Jim because he values him that much. And in our final scene with Silver, he leaves Jim, which is a parallel to how Jim's father left him when he was younger, only this time in a much more positive way, which is yet another lesson in fatherhood in how you need to let each other go, become your own men, and let your son find his purpose, which both of them struggle with when they say goodbye. Slightly off topic, but something I find really interesting is that out of every Disney antagonist up to Treasure Planet, Silver is the only one that you do not actively want to see fail in his plans because of his fatherly role with Jim. I cannot recall a main antagonist in a Disney movie before that you want to see redeemed.